Kidding the news. Kidding the news.
What's the news across the station? We make fun of information. You wait. We open up news.
That's a good one. I like that one today. Now. Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Kidders, where it's Super Tuesday, huh? Oh, yeah. If you're in a voting place, please make sure that you vote responsibly for one of the irresponsible candidates. But we're all here gathered for Super Tuesday. With me, as always, from the great state of Indiana. Are you voting today, Tim? Is it a primary in Indiana?
We are not part of Super Tuesday, but it does appear that Hillary Clinton's going to clinch the nomination between Super Tuesday, Super Delegates, and Bernie Sanders fresh out of kryptonite. It's going to be pretty hard selling free college in the South.
Tim Slagle, of course, from all the way from Indiana, and with us from LaGrange, Illinois, is Terry O'Brien, the host of the Terry O'Brien Show.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the political campaign too, of course, and I guess you guys probably saw Marco Rubio. You know, he's gone into this like stand-up routine now. He's mocking Donald Trump's spray tan and talking about how, well, actually, frankly, he made a dick joke in addition to talking about how he made it wet his pants. And I look at Rubio, I think, like, is the school principal going to run out there and give him a detention for this? Because that's sort of what it looks like, isn't it?
It's not even a good dick joke. It's one that's so old. Dale and I, it was old when Dale and I started doing comedy.
Yeah, right, exactly. It's like, get some new material. I don't think, you know, once his campaign crashes and burns when he gets back to Florida and the people all vote against him because he lied to them to get to the Senate, I don't even think he can go do a bad lounge act somewhere. I think, you know, unless he gets some new writers. He ought to hire you guys.
Yeah, who's he hired? Yakov Smirnoff?
Whoops, I'm getting my... There. Now I'm straightened out. There, now I feel much better. Whew, okay. Well, and as far as I'm concerned on Super Tuesday, you know, Donald Trump said that he didn't know anything about the KKK and David Duke, and later on he said later, I thought that KKK was one of the Kardashians. So, you know, that's what he knows. We've got some lovely stories from around the world, folks. We're going to start off in the beautiful city of Toronto, Canada, where a Canadian man tried to smuggle 38 turtles into the country and had them in his pants. So he had the turtles in little plastic bags inside of his pants. The man is Dong Yan, so that's kind of irony right there. And he tried to get in through the Niagara border crossing, and they noticed that his pants were moving all their own, and so he can't touch a turtle. The man cannot touch a turtle for another 10 years. That's his sentence.
It's a pretty empty shell of a case, if you ask me.
It was easy to catch. He was walking really slowly.
and of course he had his sweater on, that you know, whatever they call it. He was also fined 3,500 Canadian dollars. That's like $7.50. All right. Chesterfield, Virginia. This wins the Innovation Award of the Week. A guy down there, he wanted to steal some TVs from Walmart, so he figures, how can I disguise myself better than putting on a blue vest from Walmart and just walking in? And that's what he did. Went back to the storeroom, took several big screen TVs, sent them out to the loading dock. It was all very well planned, and the guy has not yet been caught.
Well, you know, it seems that the vest is like overkill. You want to look like an employee in Walmart, just put on pants.
All right, 2 bells are ready. Okay. Yeah, no, I'd say it makes you wonder. You know, I was telling Terry, I'm just going to put on a blue shirt and go in the Apple store, see what kind of crap I can get. You know, so it's apparently a good ruse to wear the uniform of the enemy. Okay, here's I'm sorry, Terry, did you have something?
I'm trying to compose myself.
Okay, well that's good because you're going to need it for this next story. From the University of Michigan, they got a problem up there with some of the guys got together at the recent snowfall and built a giant snow penis. Giant snow penis. If you can try to visualize what that is, it's like a snowman who's trimmed down and he's wearing a German army helmet. So that's.
And they said this was really like threatening to people and very offensive and upsetting. And I just think they could make everybody happy, especially the snow penis, if they just got a really big snow blower.
You can give yourself the bell on that one, Terry.
What they actually said is incidents like this make people feel targeted because of their social identity group membership. Who? People with large white penises? They don't exist. All right. Back to the back to the Super Tuesday, the job at hand, and we have not yet talked about Ted Cruz. And a recent poll by the Public Policy Polling Company, they polled Florida voters, very important Florida voters, and they believe 38% of Florida voters believe that Ted Cruz could be the serial killer from the 70s known as the Zodiac Killer.
You know, big deal. 38% of Florida residents think that Puerto Rican nurse is stealing their money.
And only half of them are right. And if the same polling company, this is important, the same polling company took a poll in December, found that 30% of Republican voters would support bombing the fictional city of Agrabah from Disney's Aladdin. So there you go.
I can see why these polls are so important as we go into the, picking the leader of the free world, right?
Well, actually, that poll, they didn't advertise that whole poll. They also found out that 60% of Democrats think we should sign a peace treaty with them. So,
Well, see, and thinking that people thinking that you're the Zodiac Killer, that's not the oddest thing to happen to Dan Cruz. Also Ted Cruz. Also in Florida, a performance artist by the name of Tom Miller. His show was he sat in front of a giant photo of Ted Cruz for 2 hours, just staring at his mouth.
That's entertainment.
He says you can tell what people are thinking and feeling and whether they're happy by looking at their mouth.
I think the guy's working for the Cruz campaign. What better way to remind voters about some of the stupid things the NEA has funded?
That was what I was thinking. This is like the woman who poured chocolate on herself and got money from the government, right? That was probably more entertaining than this, in fairness.
And I think Conan O'Brien's missing the boat if he doesn't take a big picture of Cruz and use that lip thing through the picture. Like he'd really be missing a bit. Okay, and here's our final story of the week, and it comes none too soon. In Los Angeles, you've heard of these Google cars. They drive themselves. And in Los Angeles, one of the Google cars was on the street and ran into a bus all by itself. So it happened on Valentine's Day. It was a Lexus. That was the Google car, and it hit a bus. And I don't know exactly what's going to come from this. Terry, what do you think?
I think this is people criticize these cars, but think about it. This is a way for senior citizens to actually drive up on the sidewalk without having to leave the nursing home.
They actually said that this is the first time that Google ever caused an accident, and that's not true. There's a lot of accidents caused by Google, like the time my grandma was looking to join a club of animal lovers.
My grandfather was an animal lover. He was into bestiality, pedophilia, bestiality, masochism, and necrophilia. You talk about beating a dead horse. But there you go. That's it's Super Tuesday. Anyhow, that's all we have for you this week. Please get out and vote. Try to vote for somebody who's not going to ruin the world, and that would be a big help to everybody else. What do you guys got coming up?
Yeah, I'm going to be live tweeting, you know, during the results of Super Tuesday. I think there's another debate this week, too, guys. I think on Thursday. I can't keep track of all these, but if there is, I'll be live tweeting at twitter.com/Terry O'Brien. Check it out.
The debate is going to be between Bernie Sanders and that guy playing Colonel Sanders. Bernie and the Colonel. It's going to be a good one.
That'd probably be pretty entertaining.
How about you, Tim?
I think I'm working this weekend, but I can't remember where. So I hope whoever books it calls me. Yet unfortunately, they're not going to see this plea for help because I know I didn't book it through Pablo.
So if any of you kids out there happen to know the booker that booked him, please have him call him so he shows up to the right place. Wednesday, I'm going for my first archery lesson. I've decided to learn how to arch, and so that'll be exciting.
You're making that up.
No, I'm not. No, you know. All you got to do is watch the Hunger Games like about 10, 12 times, and you want to learn that. No, I never saw the Hunger Games. I just thought it would be something to do, you know, because the end is near and I may run out of bullets.
He makes a point, Tim. He does make a point.
So that said, hold on, you kids talk amongst yourselves when I get the music ready here.
Okay.
You might also want to take a fletching class because if we're running out of bullets, we're running out of arrows.
Oh, that's what fletching means. Okay, I was going to say. I didn't even know they had
it, aren't you?
Bye-bye, kids. I'm going to go fletch.
Bye.
Good night, Pablo.
Hey, bye, Pablo.
Bye-bye, Pablo. And happy March 1st to all of us.